The way you appear will tell me the way you will behave. And the way you behave will tell me where you are coming from. When I see you act, I know where you are powered from. Anybody you see that is not consistent, that is not stable, is powered from the water. One of the ways to know men that the water world powers is instability. Reuben, unstable as the water you shall be. Then, anybody that must conquer the water spirit, water bodies, must learn stability. A good sailor is a man who does not fear the storm. The mantle of Elijah was tied to sight. He asked the young man, what do you want from me? He said, give me 2 portions, double portion of your anointing. He said, hey, you have asked a hard thing, but if only you can see me, you have it. Then, when the wild wind came to carry him, when he saw that the chariots of fire had carried his master, the mantle of Elijah fell from him. And he saw, when Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horseman thereof. And he saw him no more. He took hold of his own clothes and rent them into pieces. Then verse 13, and took up also the mantle of Elijah. Sight. But it didn't end there. In as much as he was seeing, there's another thing that happened. Before he took the mantle, he changed energy level. There is a path they didn't teach you. When Elisha saw it, he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horseman thereof. And he saw him no more. What does he do? Elisha was wearing a cloth that was resisting his impartation for 21 years. That cloth was a cloth of rejection that was carrying the iniquities of his fathers. A cloth that was resisting his honor. When he saw him, an intelligence came. Okay, remove your garment so that you can carry this mantle. No matter what he saw, if the garment was not removed, he won't pick the mantle. Elisha was naked to take the mantle. You are fighting nature because you don't understand the mystery of nature. The first thing that helped man on the earth was nature. It was leaves and animal skin that covered the nakedness of Adam. When Jesus, your Christ, when Adam contravened, he was naked. For Jesus to redeem man from the nature of Adam, Jesus was naked. Go and study the Roman laws of crucifixion. There is no crucified man that is not naked. He was not wearing anything. The garment they gave to Adam was the same garment they removed from Jesus to crucify him. Soldiers were taking his garment because virtue were attached to them. In summary, if you must enjoy terrestrial dominion, you must preserve celestial deposits. In summary, we men, we that are from the heavens, have this understanding that value is everything. Then, men who must rule the earth must be preservers. Then I began to show you that when a man meets with a spirit, he will hear and he will see. This hearing and seeing will affect your appearance, this your life. Have you ever prayed a prayer? Father, show